Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to this special episode where I am going to show you how an innocent option buyer lost more than 12 lakh rupees. There are a lot of myths in stock market. Sometimes people always go by the textbook definition. What the textbook definition says, an option buyer has right but no obligation to buy or sell the shares. If you are a put option buyer, you have the right to sell, but you have no obligation to sell. If you are a call option buyer, you have the right to buy, but no obligation to buy. But that is only a textbook definition. In India, the story is completely different. And this story is applicable only to indices, Nifty, Bank Nifty, like that. When it comes to stocks, the stocks come under compulsory physical delivery. What is compulsory physical delivery? Suppose you buy a put option, let us say strike price 100. If the price comes below 100, you have to square off your position by 3:30 on the expiry day, and if not, you will have to sell the shares. You will have to give physical delivery. But most of the option buyers will not be holding the shares in their demat account in order to give delivery. The same way, let us say you buy a call option, let us say strike price 200. If the price closes above 200, and then you have to take the physical delivery. The seller will give the delivery, you have to take the delivery by paying the full amount. So this is the rule. And most of the people are aware, but however, some people are not aware of this fact. And not only that, sometimes out of the money becomes in the money in the last half an hour, and that is creating a big problem. So before going to this trader, let me explain few things, basic things first. Number one, what is last traded price and what is the closing price? If a share is trading from 3 o'clock to 3:30 on the expiry day, if it is trading between 98 rupees to 102 rupees, and the last trade happens at 102, then the last traded price is 102, but that is not the closing price. The closing price is the last half an hour weighted average price. It may come slightly below 100 or it may come slightly above 100. Then all the people who have bought 100 rupees put option or 100 rupees call option, they will get confused. How will you know where the closing price is going to be? There is no way to know. Of course, some sophisticated people have some sophisticated software that actually show them the correct picture. Common people cannot afford for such a high priced softwares. Number one, closing price is different from last traded price, so that you understand. Now, second thing, let us say you bought a put option and the price has come in the money. Out of the money options, no question. There is no question of physical settlement. If the price comes in the money and then you have to give delivery, but you don't have the share, then what will happen? Let me explain to you what will happen. On Thursday, your position comes in the money. In India, the trading system is called T+2 settlement. So what is T+2 settlement? Let us say one day you sell the share and I buy the share. Let us say that happens on day 1. You are selling and I am buying. Day 1. What happens? The next day, since you are selling, you have to give the shares to the exchange. Since I am buying, I have to pay money to the exchange. That is on the second day. On the third day, the exchange will return the shares to me. The exchange will return the money to you. If you sell a share on Monday, you get the money only on Wednesday. That is why this is called T+2 settlement. On an expiry day, which is a Thursday, you bought a put option that has become in the money. Then what happens? You are supposed to give delivery on Friday, and then on Monday, the exchange will have to give the shares to the seller of option. Then by Monday, the exchange will come to know that you have not given the shares. So your position in the money, you don't have the shares to give delivery. Then what will happen? On Tuesday, your broker will buy the shares from the market and will give delivery on behalf of you. But in these 3 days, the share price may go higher or may go lower. Sometime it can work in your favor, sometime it can work against you. That risk you have to take. Again, broker buying the shares from the market on Tuesday, it is not a normal market. It is called auction market, because on the same day by Tuesday evening, the shares have to be given to the exchange. So there is a separate market called auction market. Your broker will have to go to the auction market and there he will have to buy the share. Then who are the sellers in the auction market? Just now I told you, if I sell the shares, then tomorrow only I have to give the shares to the exchange. But in auction market, if somebody is selling the share, he has to give the share on the same day. So therefore, those who are holding the shares in their demat account, they will be coming and will be willing to sell. Normally what happens, they may be demanding a higher price. A share may be trading at 100 rupees and one seller may quote 120 rupees also. But then if one seller quoting 120, another seller, he may quote 119. What he can do, he can sell it to you for 119, then he can immediately buy from the market at 100 rupees. Only thing is, the shares that he is holding from his demat account will be moved out today, but the new shares will come 2 days later. Somebody quote 120, then somebody quote 119, and somebody may quote 115. So the demand and supply will take place. There are cases where there will be no seller at all. So in that case, what exchange will do? Charge 20% penalty for you. Normally, nowadays a contract size, it costs about 7 to 8 lakh rupees and 20% will be about 1.5 lakh rupees per contract. And then that money will be given to the seller by saying that, sorry, we are not in a position to give physical delivery, take 20% extra. This is the biggest risk if your option goes in the money and you do not square up. Apologies, this video is late because I was affected by corona. This was a very hot topic going on in social media. So maybe if you have not seen, I can show you. So look at this guy. What he has done, he bought Indelco December expiry 450 put option, totally 45,000 quantity. I do not know what price he has bought it. I think he bought it around 2 rupees. That time the Indelco share was trading around 455, 457 like that. He was expecting Indelco shares to fall so that he can make profit. So for 45,000 quantity, if he has bought for 2 rupees, 2 rupees 10 paise, so maximum he has paid 1 lakh rupees. And he thought, as an option buyer, my risk is limited to this 1 lakh rupees. And what has happened actually, on the expiry day, which was 30th of December, Indelco share opened at 454, went to 456, came to low 448, last traded price was 452. The last price was 452, so he thought when the price is more than 450, so logically my 450 put option should go to zero. It becomes out of the money. So he thought, I lost 1 lakh rupees. It's okay, fine. But look very carefully, it is only the last traded price is 451.95, but what is the closing price? Closing price is 449.65. That is because the price moved from 448 to 452 in the last half an hour. The weighted average price comes down to 449.65. But this guy is holding 450 put option. Now it has become in the money by 35 paise. So that is what actually you see here. You can see here rate at 0.35. What happened? So he did not know what to do. He tried to square up in the last few minutes, but look here. This is the screenshot taken on that day and see no buyer. Seller at 5 paise, but no buyer. This guy who bought it, he has to sell it. But whatever price is ready to sell, there is no buyer. So because of that, his 45,000 quantity shares has gone in the money and he has to give the physical delivery. Then Friday passed, Monday passed, no physical delivery. Then on Tuesday, his broker bought the shares from the market, auction market. Auction market prices, there is no way we will come to know. But you look at the normal market on Tuesday, so which is on 4th of January. Open price 479, high price 481 and closing around 476. The price has already shot up from 449 to close to 480. In auction market, they would have bought even at a higher price. Assuming that they bought at 480 rupees, so the difference of 30 rupees is the net loss for the option buyer. So 45,000 quantity into 30 rupees, That's more than 13.5 lakh rupees. Who said? The people always troll option sellers. Option selling unlimited risk. Option buy limited risk. Always remember, information is wealth. When you are in a field, you must know all the rules and regulations and how the system works. Many people, out of greediness, they just come and buy the options. Somebody say market will crash, you buy put option. Market will shoot up, you buy call option. But they do not understand the consequences. Here, few learning points. Number one, don't go by the textbook definition. In India, the rules are different. And number two, understand the risk, and the risk can be unlimited even if you are an option buyer. If you square up the position, then there is no problem. But that is why I always suggest people, you want to buy option, don't go and buy the stock options. Go and buy index options. There is no question of physical delivery. If at all you buy stock option, make sure at least one day before the expiry, you square up the position whether there is a loss or profit. Otherwise, you are in a big shock. So I really pity this guy who lost a huge amount of money, and hope this is a lesson for all of us. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you for watching.